They finally did it. They have finally released some new details on Black Ops 7 Zombies, and I could not be happier to get into this right now with you guys alongside me. So before we get into it, if you do like these types of videos, make sure you drop a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos from me. And yeah, before further ado, let's just get into it. So as you've seen from the intro there, they have finally released some new details on Black Ops 7 Zombies. We have got the cinematic intro cutscene for Ashes of the Damned, which appears as the name of the map. So we're going to watch it together. We're going to look at what they're showing. We're going to see if there's any hidden details maybe somewhere, and just see what they have in store for us so far. This is hopefully the first of many teasers this week, because in the past they have said that we're going to be in for a whole week of zombies content, and last week it didn't happen. They said that they pushed it back to this week, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this is just the first of many things that we're going to get dropped on our head. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Let's see what they're showing us here. Let's turn that down just a tad. There we go. Obviously it starts from the ending cutscene of Reckoning. We've seen this before.
Welcome to the party.
Seen this.
That's right. It is a party, and y'all are the guests of honor.
The voice from beyond. The great voice. Oh my god, okay. Whoa. He looks really cool, by the way, so far. Asking all the questions we need to know.
I know. Y'all are confused.
Very.
So was I.
Who is this?
But as they say,
I wonder if we know him. I mean, he looks like Adler.
this
It's not Adler.
shall pass.
Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my god. So that's how they ended up with the veins and stuff on their head. They're getting their absolute life sucked out of them. Pause. So has he just cured himself, or I wonder if that's like the end of the Liberty Falls cutscene, where he sort of sucks the essence and then he becomes part of the real world and the other guys and like your strike team is in the dark ether. I wonder if that's what's just happened there.
See y'all real soon.
Yes, you will. There's the end in the last trailer that we seen. Uh-oh. They are still in the spawn room of Reckoning, by the way. Just thought I'd put that out there. They look so scary now. Look, that is crazy. The veins on his face are terrifying. Wonder if that's the same voice actor as before. Fred Tatasciore. I like the cutscenes like this. Full of action. Carver's going on an absolute tear. Ripped off him, yep. Nice shot. So far it does look very good. This is obviously just a cutscene. This does not reflect gameplay whatsoever, but it is nice nonetheless. Origins flashbacks. Yes. Oh, Maya's got the sword. Takio, just give it up. Give it to Maya. Maya's doing bits with that katana. Uh-oh. That was cool. That was cool. Come on, get out. Run away. Smart. So far, it looks really good. The engine of which these cutscenes are on, that was cold as well. The engine that these cutscenes are on is looking so crisp on Zombies. Like, we've seen the same sort of engine cutscenes on Modern Warfare Zombies with like the characters and that. I forgot the names, to be fair, but you have seen this sort of cutscene in Modern Warfare Zombies, and it looked really good with Ravenov and stuff. So it's nice to see that that's sort of translating into Black Ops 7 marketing as well.
And cutthroat killers. This is gonna be fun.
There we go. There's the artwork. We will take a deeper dive into that in just a second, but first of all, first thoughts on that intro cutscene. It looks very good. Like the engine itself, the actual sort of ambience and atmosphere of the cutscene looks very good. I'm hoping that it translates into game. Obviously, we don't know that until we see the gameplay, and two, play it for ourselves. But as of so far, it's looking really good, I think. Okay, so we are on the blog post now. We're going to have a look through what it says. First of all, I greet you with welcome to the party, which we did here before. But after a tumultuous battle high atop Janus Tower, celebrations are abruptly short-lived as Gregory Weaver, Elizabeth Grey, Carver, and Maya are thrust into the Dark Ether dimension. Interesting. We knew that already. The crew don't even have time to pick themselves up from the ground before they're startled by the arrival of a welcoming committee, which is obviously this guy here. Whoever this guy is, I've got no idea. He's the Shadow Smith or something. In some sense, he's the Shadow Smith. A southern drawl echoes across the lobby. All eight turn as the mysterious figure slowly descends the lobby steps, his face hidden behind a wide-brimmed hat. The man's polite turn of phrase is unnerving, but its caged totem skulls he carries in each hand suggests a much more terrifying entity has entered the fray. I would agree. Look at, like, Taki was getting just absolutely sucked clean at the minute. Moving on. A skull detaches its jaw and violently expunges life force from the assembled crew, sucking essence into its maw while sharing its meal and its master, seemingly granting the mysterious figure more than a taste of their souls. Satiated. Satiated. I don't know how to say that. Either way, it slowly turns and leaves, but not before summoning some immediate reanimated threats for the team to deal with. Yeah, okay, carry on. Meet the expanded crew. Right, okay, so how and why are the crew transported to the Dark Ether? Who are these never before seen incarnations of the original Zombies crew, and how did they get here? Who can be trusted? Find out in Black Ops 7 Zombies on November 14th. Until then, let's get to know all 8 dedicated crew. Find out in Black Ops 7 Zombies on November 14th. Until then, let's get to know all 8 dedicated crew members all over again, as well as for the first time. Weaver. We know about Weaver. We're just going to skip Weaver and the original crew from right now. We're going to go right here, the meat and potatoes, the ones that we want to know about. Dempsey. The incarnation of Dempsey is a battle-hardened US Marine who has recently fought through the jungles of 1968 Vietnam with grit, sarcasm, and a relentless will to survive. In this fractured reality, his distrust of his new companions and unfamiliar surroundings have turned this otherwise dependable soldier into the unpredictable wildcard of the group. Okay, so first of all, obviously, backgrounds are looking to be a bit changed, a bit different from the previous characters. In this one, it says that in this storyline so far, Dempsey is actually from Vietnam, which I don't think was originally the case in World at War and Black Ops 1. I think everyone was sort of World War II-esque era back then. So first of all, Dempsey is from Vietnam, okay? So Takeo Misaki is a disgraced Ronin who wandered 1591 feudal Japan without a master or honour, carrying the weight of his exile as a yoke he cannot cast off. Takeo Misaki is a disgraced Ronin who wandered 1591 feudal Japan without master or honour, carrying the weight of his exile as a yoke he cannot cast off. Bound by code he still only barely believes in, he seeks redemption in the chaos of the battle. His blade both a burden he must bear and a judgment on his enemies. So apparently Takeo has been alive since 1591, and I think if this game is also setting in 2035 on zombies, this sort of confirms the multiverse is reopened again, because there's no way that someone in 1591 can be running around the world in 2035, because he would be like 500 years old. But I digress. Nikolai is a Soviet tank commander. Nikolai Belinsky arrives in the Dark Ether from the brutal mountainous landscape of 1984 Afghanistan, where duty, delusionment, and misfortune collided. Scarred by war and haunted by betrayal and his own decisions, he masters bitterness with dark humour, yet remains a steadfast warrior when the shells begin to fall. That kind of takes me back to the whole Gord Crowley thing. I think he spawns into talking about when the bombs fell and stuff, so that's originally striking me right from the get-go. And again, he's from another sort of time period as well, 1984 Afghanistan, whereas before he was in Russia. But hey ho, things are different, evidently. Richthofen is a brilliant but unhinged scientist and hero of the Reich, finds himself torn from 1945 in a world where the Axis powers triumphed over the Allied nations. Shaped by ambition and tainted by corruption, he masses innate sadism and considerable ego behind quick wit and a charming smile. He vows that reality itself will ultimately bow to his designs. So Richthofen is from 1945. That is probably the closest to the old sort of crew that we have, lore-wise. He is from 1945, which is World War II, as he was originally. So I think he is like the closest version of what we've seen previously. And it reaffirms here, ripped from the respective timelines. Our expanded crew finds himself thrown together in an allied dimension, accompanied by old friends, uncertain allies, and something far, far worse. Well, I wonder what that far, far worse part could be. Incoming intel blast, full zombies revealed next week. See, next week, it says next week, right? And this is the only gripe that I've got. For the last God knows how long, they have said that in early September, we're going to be getting the full zombies reveal, okay? It's the 16th of September today, as I'm recording this video, as this blog post dropped, it's the 16th of September. They said originally that it was going to be early September, which would have been last week, okay? They came out last week and they said, look, we need some more time. We're not going to have the full zombies reveal this week. Come back next week. So now, the start of the week is, well, it was yesterday. It was the 15th of September. It's now the 16th. But the start of the week was then yesterday, okay? And they said, full zombies reveal this week, okay? So, and then now here it says the full zombies reveal is coming next week. In what world is this, like, in what world does this align? They said early September 1st, they said they needed more time, so come back the week after, which would be this week right now. And now they're saying, okay, we'll come back again next week again. Like, we're just getting closer and closer to COD Next, and we have seen nothing apart from this new intro cinematic, which is great, by the way. I've really enjoyed it. It was really insightful. It looked good. The engine looks great. The ambience and the atmosphere looks fantastic. But again, if you say next week, or if you put out there into the universe publicly that you're going to do something at a certain time, you can't just backtrack on it and just change things on the fly. I mean, you can, because they do. And realistically, they are the company. I am just the guy sat here at a desk waiting for it. But it's just, it doesn't sit right with me getting people hyped up for something that then doesn't drop, and then they get confused and offended when people don't react the way they wanted to, because it's been late in the first place. It's been dragged out. But that, I mean, that's just my opinion. But anywho, we've got the early beta. We've got the beta dates and stuff here, beta codes, whatever. That's fine. Okay, so here we have the artwork. Obviously, they have since posted it. I've got the highest res image that I could find. First of all, we see Nikolai hanging out the Wonder Vehicle wearing some orange jacket, and it looks like he's got a Peacekeeper, I think, by the looks of it. Dempsey up here has got the M8. Takeo, I don't know what Takeo's got. It kind of looks like a Barrett. Kind of looks like a Barrett. And Richthofen's got some sort of LMG. But immediately to the right of Richthofen, we have this thing here. Whatever that is, I don't know what that is, but it looks like it could be a Denizen. It looks like a mutated version of a Denizen. Denizens before, obviously, were tiny. This guy is like a full-length, not human, but creature. Obviously, moving on from the Denizen up over here, we do have what looks to be Ascension in this sort of glasses lens here. It could be a stretch. I don't think it's a stretch. It could be Ascension, or it could just be Launch from Black Ops 1. Either way, Black Ops 1 Launch is actually where Weaver lost his eye, by the way, for those who didn't know. In the campaign, that is where Weaver lost his eye. But we also have some sort of pyramid over here, the MPD. I don't know in what way it's going to function as an MPD, if it's going to be the same as old zombies, where it's got someone inside it. I don't know whether it's some sort of Dark Ether generator or some, because you can see a beacon coming out the top. I don't know what it's for. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. But it could be something. But then even looking at that, right, with that idea in mind, with Launch here, or Ascension here, being essentially a traumatic event for Weaver, what if each area that we are going to is based on a traumatic event from each one of our characters? Now hear me out, okay? Ascension or Launch is Weaver's, okay? The MPD, that could be anyone. That could literally be Richthofen, because that takes us back to what happened in Moon, where he got control of the Dark Ether, and control of the normal ether at that point. But that would take us to, that could possibly be Moon for Richthofen. Now, obviously, there's all the other sort of areas and POIs that we don't know about yet. But from what I've heard, there's like at least six main POIs and a few like mini POIs, including like the diner and like some cabin and lake and stuff. But I'm thinking, okay, I think that each of these POIs is going to have some sort of tie into each of our characters and why they've been transported to a universe and a dimension where these areas are. Because the areas that are in this Dark Ether universe, I don't think they're random. I think they have been put into somewhere, into this sort of pocket dimension. I think they've been put into this pocket dimension where these things are for a reason, and I think we're going to find out throughout the story what these reasons are. But I do genuinely think that each one of these POIs is going to be tied to our characters in some way. Either with Ascension or Launch. It depends on what realm they take, whether they take Zombies version or whether they take the multiplayer version Launch. And the MPD for me suits Richthofen. Now there's still the other at least 4 main POIs and all the sort of mini POIs as well, but at least 2 of those I can see fit in my theory. Let me know what you think, if you agree or not. But so far, this is what we have for Black Ops 7 Zombies as of right now. I do think it looks good. I am excited. I'm excited to see more, is the biggest thing. And we just got to wait and see what they give us next. If you do want to keep up with Black Ops 7 Zombies and you want to keep on top of all the information that comes out from all surrounding areas, make sure you drop a subscribe, drop a like on this video, and tell me what you want to see next. I will be here to help you, from someone that doesn't know any secrets and someone that doesn't have any NDAs and any content that I already have on a USB drive. Not me. I am just here learning the same information as you guys at the same time, and hopefully I can help you bring you up to speed as things drop. So without further ado, thank you for watching this video, and peace.